You know that feeling when you look at your bank account and think, where did all my money go? Yeah, I've been there. And I thought I was educated on money. That's the thing nobody tells you. Being educated about money and being good with money are two completely different things. Today, I'm breaking down 8 money rules I genuinely wish someone had handed me years ago. Because these aren't complicated theories. These are practical, real world rules that change the way you handle your finances. But before we dive in, here's a quick promise to you. If you stick with me until the end of this video, you're going to walk away with not just 8 rules, but a clear plan for which single rule you're going to implement today to finally start seeing real progress with your money. Number 5 and rule number 8 are absolute game changers that most people completely miss. But I'm saving the best parts for when we get there so you don't miss a single second of this. Let's get into it. Rule number 1, make sure your spending reflects what you care about. This sounds obvious, but most people are spending money on things they don't even value. For years, I was buying stuff because it felt like the right thing to do, going to expensive dinners because everyone else was, picking up things I barely touched. But here's the truth, your money reflects your priorities, whether you want it to be or not. So here's a quick exercise. Write down 5 things that genuinely matter most to you in life. Then pull up your bank statement from the last month and compare the two. I promise there will be a gap. Closing that gap is where real financial awareness begins. You don't need to earn more money, you just need to redirect what you already have toward what matters to you. Let me make this even more real for you right now. Imagine scrolling through your statements and realizing half your fun money went to things that don't even make you happy anymore. That's exactly what happened to me, and once I did this exercise, it felt like a light switch flipped. Have you ever felt that way? And this is just rule 1. We're only getting started. Rule number 2, start talking about money with people you trust. Money is one of the most taboo topics in most cultures, and it is genuinely holding people back. Research shows that a lot of Americans avoid talking about money with family and friends, but that same research found that the majority of people believe having honest money conversations is key to building wealth. The reason most people stay financially stuck is because they're operating in isolation. They're making decisions without any reference point, without learning from other people's wins or mistakes. Try opening a conversation with a friend about budgeting or asking what tools they use for managing money. You'll be surprised how many people are just waiting for someone else to go first. Think about it. How many times have you sat across from a friend at coffee and talked about everything except the one thing that stresses you out the most? The moment I started asking simple questions like, what's one money habit that's actually working for you right now? Everything changed. The stories, the tips, the mistakes other people shared. They became my secret weapon. Keep watching because rule 3 is going to remove so much of the daily stress that comes from trying to do this all alone. Rule number 3, automate everything you possibly can. Willpower is not a reliable financial strategy. If you're relying on yourself to manually transfer money into savings, manually pay bills, manually track subscriptions, you are going to forget. Life gets busy, life gets distracting, and suddenly there's nothing left at the end of the month. The fix is simple. Set up automatic transfers so money moves where it needs to go right after payday. Fixed expenses leave automatically. Savings get moved automatically. You make the decision once and then the system runs itself. The beautiful thing about automation is that it removes the emotional battle entirely. You stop debating whether to save this month. It just happens. Start with one automation this week, just one. I can't tell you how many times I promised myself I'd save next month only to watch the money vanish on random takeout and impulse buys. Automation literally saved me from myself. And here's the best part. Once you set up even one automatic transfer, the mental load drops instantly and you free up so much brain space for the bigger moves coming in rules 4 and 5. Rule number 4, start investing early, even if it's a tiny amount. The single biggest advantage any investor has is time. If you're waiting until you feel ready, or until you have more money, or until things settle down, you are costing your future self a serious amount of wealth. Start with what you have. You don't need to understand everything before you begin. You just need to begin. Even small, consistent contributions made early will grow into something meaningful over time because of how compounding works. Your money makes returns, and then those returns make returns, and it just keeps building. Let me paint a picture for you that still blows my mind every time I think about it. A 25-year-old putting away just $50 a month can end up with hundreds of thousands more than the person who waits until they're 40 to start with 500 a month. If you're in your 20s or 30s right now, this rule is your unfair advantage. And if you're older, don't worry, it's never too late. But the sooner you begin, the better. But here's where it gets even better. This rule pairs perfectly with Rule 5, which is the one that supercharged my entire income and made investing feel effortless. Rule number 5, invest in yourself and your skills first. This is the one that gets overlooked the most in personal finance conversations because it looks like spending. But spending money on developing a skill that increases your earning power is one of the highest return on investments you can make. If you spend a few $100s on a course that directly leads to earning an extra $1,000 a year, that's not an expense. A book that changes your mindset, a short online course, even hiring someone to teach you something specific for one session can all count. The rule I use is simple. I only spend on learning if I can clearly explain how that skill benefits me. And here's the thing that makes this investment truly unique compared to all others. The knowledge and skills you build cannot be taken from you. I used to see learning as a luxury. Now I see it as the ultimate investment with unlimited upside. One short course I took years ago literally doubled my income in under 12 months. And that extra money then went straight into investing from Rule 4. Ask yourself right now, what's one skill that could realistically boost your paycheck or side hustle? If you can name it and see the payoff, that's your next move. Which leads us to rule number 6, have a monthly money check in. I know. Sitting down with your bank statements doesn't sound like a great time. But here's what I found: one focused short session per month does more for your finances than hours of vague worrying spread across the whole month. During this check in, review where your money went, see how you're tracking toward your goals, and then, and this is important, pick just one thing to focus on for the next 30 days. Not 10 goals, not a massive overhaul. One thing. Maybe it's saving an extra $100. Maybe it's cutting back on one specific spending category. When you narrow your focus, you follow through. Trying to change everything at once is the fastest way to change absolutely nothing. I used to dread these check ins until I turned them into a simple ritual with my favorite coffee and zero distractions. The magic is in that one thing rule. It keeps you from overwhelm and gets results. If you've been avoiding your numbers, schedule that check in for this weekend and watch how quickly your money starts working for you instead of the other way around. Next is where the real momentum kicks in. Rule number 7, take what you learn and act on it immediately. This is probably the rule that separates people who improve their finances from people who just feel like they're improving. Most people consume a ton of financial content: podcasts, videos, articles, all of it. They nod along, they feel motivated, and then they go back to their day and nothing changes. So here's the rule: every time you learn something useful about money, do something with it before the day ends. Heard about a high interest savings account? Open it today. Learned a budgeting method that clicks with you? Set it up tonight. Came across an investment strategy that sounds right for you? Spend 20 minutes researching it right now. Action is what separates knowledge from results. Small actions done consistently and immediately are what build financial momentum over time. This rule hit me like a ton of bricks because I was the king of I'll do it later. I'd watch videos like this one, get pumped up, then do zero. The moment I started acting the same day, even if it was just opening one account or transferring 10 bucks, everything accelerated. Immediate action creates instant momentum. You'll feel the difference immediately, and it makes Rule 8 so much more powerful because you're already in motion. Rule number 8, train your brain to think long term. We live in a world built for instant gratification. You can order almost anything and have it in hours. Financial success works in the complete opposite direction. Every dollar you invest today, you won't see the full benefit of for years or even decades. That's genuinely hard to sit with when your brain is wired to want things now. The reframe that helped me most was thinking of delayed gratification, not as sacrifice, but as a gift to my future self. Every time I chose to invest instead of spend impulsively, I wasn't depriving myself. I was paying the version of me who would exist 10 years from now. I used to struggle with this one the most because everything around us screams, buy now, enjoy now. But when I started thinking in the future or literally picturing the house, the freedom, the peace that version of me would have, the impulse buys lost their power. Long term thinking isn't about saying no to everything today, it's about saying yes to a much better tomorrow. So there you have it, 8 money rules that would have changed everything if I had learned them earlier. None of these require a finance degree. None of them require a huge salary or a ton of free time. They just require you to start. Pick one rule from this list, just one, and do something with it today. And now that you know, there's really nothing stopping you. Tell me which one resonated the most and why in the comments. Share this with one friend who needs these rules as much as you did. And if you would like to find out about how to save more money, check out this video right here. I'll see you in there.